Dr. Kia preach, shining wisdom's light, teaching soul tribe how to see through the night. Ancient scriptures and bloodlines she knows, spreading truth wherever she goes. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day. Through her channel, knowledge flows, breaking chains that hold us close, teaching paths to abundance and wealth, guiding others to free themselves. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day. From currencies to investments divine, she's helping her tribe to realign with wisdom, ancient and new, showing what we all can do. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia lights the way to a new and brighter day.
All right. Welcome, Soul Tribe members. It's so good to see everybody. Keep checking in. Keep checking in and let us know where you're hailing from, family members. I see you all say you are enjoying our morning chats, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We might just have to make this a practice, family. So welcome, come on in. I also want to say thank you to many of you, hello, who have given to me or contribute to me financially to keep the show going. Some of our most recent contributors to the show include Sister Deborah, Brother Dante, and Brother Albert, Sister Regina, and Brother Albert Moore. So thank you for contributing. If you are interested in supporting the show financially, you can send a cash app to $Mama Kia 13, $MAMAKIA 13. And they do call me Mama Kia, not just here on the show, but they call me Mama Kia because I have fostered many children. I've been a foster parent since I was 19. As you all know, I got married at 18 to the love of my life, my high school sweetheart. He transitioned just about 3 years ago and in my care. And we started fostering children when I was newly married as a newlywed. I was 18. I had my first baby at 19. And it just so happened there was a big family in our community in Portsmouth, Ohio, where the mom wasn't doing well. And the father, he was getting up in age. He had married a younger woman. And they had 3 sons that they couldn't take care of. Back in the day, you see the gold in the background. Back in the day, if people couldn't take care of their family members or their children, the family first would be the first in line to take care of the children or the elders. And if they couldn't do it, then the tribe, that means people just in your community, would volunteer to help the elders and to help the children. That way you were supporting the community and the children didn't have to go to traditional foster care. So I was a foster parent, but I wasn't at that time with the foster care system. I was just known as one of the women, and I was young. I was 19, who would help raise your children, because I was raised that way to support the community. I was raised by my mom and my dad, who he wasn't home with us, but my grandparents and women in the church who taught me how to be a virtuous woman, meaning a woman who was concerned about her family first and then her community, and would do everything in her power to make sure the family and community were whole, because whole, thriving societies are built upon whole, thriving communities. Whole, thriving communities are comprised of whole, thriving families, and it all starts with you. So a whole, thriving family initially is comprised of you and whomever you align yourself with to go into covenant with. So that's why they call me Mama Kia. I've been fostering since I was 19. Later on, I became a part of the traditional foster system, and I fostered children from all over the globe, from different ethnic backgrounds, different nationalities. And then later on in life, I worked with many churches. And then my youngest son, who is an economist now, Dexter Lattimore, started a church, and it was an international church where he made me the overseer. He was the pastor. He was in his 20s, but I was his overseer, his elder, and I made sure he did things right, made sure he was in line. I'm Big Mama, okay? If I saw anything out of line, he was the pastor, but he was my son. Correct this, which he wasn't out of line hardly ever, but I mean, things that could be sharpened and done better. So that meant that people saw a young man with a big mama there, that, our church started in our home. It got so big, we had to expand out. We had people from all over the world. And some of those people gave their children, entrusted their children over to me to raise. So I'm Big Mama, Mama Kia, Dr. Kia. You can call me Queen, whatever you want. Some people are saying Queen in the chat. Kia, it doesn't matter. We over here are inspiring you all to do, hey, it's 11:11, whatever it takes to keep the community whole. So come on in, keep checking in. Thank you for saying it's 11:11. What a great way to start. Today, we're going to talk about how the reversal has happened. So many things are going on in the world. The people in control, family, do rituals. They do use numerology and do all kind of rituals, all type of things to let us know what's really going on behind the scenes. They've used rituals, they've used magic, they use numerology, astrology, astronomy in their favor to keep humanity suppressed and enchained and enslaved. But we know from our knowledge, from knowing from the ancestors and the creator, and from special guests coming on the show like Sheik Jacob Bey, that the curses that they meant for us to keep us enslaved have been reversed. And just like they use those tools that I mentioned to keep us enslaved, they also use those tools in their rituals to let us know, hey, our time is up. The curses have been reversed. So family, welcome the resident Sheik of the Dr. Kia Pruitt Show, none other than Sheik Jacob Bey. Jacob Bey, Sheik, what is going on in the world today? We've had a great conversation over the last few days, and you've come on the show to tell us about all the things that have been reversed. What's new?
First, Grand Rising, sister.
Grand Rising, Sheik.
And I want people to stop using the words good morning.
Okay.
Start saying Grand Rising, say greetings, but you stop with the good morning.
Okay.
because anyone who's heard me talk over the last 4 or 5 days have learned now. I said that the word that 41 means king,
Yes.
King, and to mourn somebody, you mourn the dead.
Hmm.
So when you say good, GOOD, G is 7, 0. I mean, O is 15, O is 15, and D is 4. That
Hmm.
equals 41.
Mm.
7 plus 15 is 22. 15
Okay.
plus 22 is 37.
Mm.
And 37 plus 4 is 41.
Mm.
And so good that they're saying the king is dead. Good morning. The king is dead. No, you don't want the king to be dead, right?
Yes.
You want the king to rise. So say grand rising.
But somebody just said only the dead rises. That's not true. I rise every morning.
Well, hey, it's good to be resurrected all the time. I'd rather be resurrected than being under the ground.
Mm.
But listen to this. What happened yesterday, I was telling people that yesterday was 12/3,
Yes.
as in 1, 2, 3. And I also said, they're doing rituals. 41 times 3 is what? 123.
1, 2, 3. Yes.
1, 2, 3. A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3. And it's funny how that song came out in the year 69. And 69 means reversal. A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3
Mm.
by the Jacksons. So what's happening yesterday? They had a funeral, and I sent you the images, Doc.
Okay.
They had a funeral for a dog, a
Mm.
canine,
A
in
few.
in,
Okay.
in Los Angeles,
Okay.
right?
Yes. Interesting.
Now, as I said before, Genesis 1:26, God said, "Let us make mankind in our image." Mankind is the opposite of who you are. See,
Okay.
an image is a reflection in the mirror, right? And if you are made from God, you are the child of God. Well, what's the opposite of God?
Dog.
Dog. And if you break down 26 as in Genesis 1:26,
Hmm.
dog, D-O-G, D is 4, O is 15, so 4 and 15 is 19, right?
Okay.
And G is 7. The 19 plus 7 is 26. As in God said, let us make mankind in our image.
Oh, that's Genesis 1:26. Then God said, let us make kind in our image, in our likeness, so that
Yeah.
they may rule over the fish of the sea. Okay. Mankind. Okay.
Over the fish and the sea.
Mm. Over the
right?
fish and the sea, and the
Yeah.
birds in the sky, over the livestock, the wild animals. Oops, it's glitching. And over all creatures that move along the ground. Okay.
Okay. So
Let us make
mankind.
mankind. Is that yes, mankind.
Mankind. So
The kind of man?
mankind means he's kind of like a man. But see, if you see something in the image that reflects like you, it's really a mime. A mime just can react to whatever you're doing, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have your essence. It doesn't have your soul. It just can act out what it sees and what you see in the mirror. It acts out. It's a
Mm.
reflection of you, right? So
Yes.
opposite of God is dog. Did you pull up the images?
Oh, I have the images up. Yes.
Okay. You can go with any of them. I'll just
Okay.
break it down.
Okay. So you're saying they had a funeral. Let me see. Let me
Of a
start.
dog.
I don't know what this.
That
I see
okay.
this.
You can pull that up. That's fine.
Okay.
You see, that's the latest Superman movie,
Mm-hmm.
and he's with his dog Crypto.
Yes.
And this is the first Superman movie where they even introduced a dog because their Superman has been reduced to no more than being a dog. Right? Okay. And he's looking outside. He's now outside of the world. He does not control. It's no longer his earth. That's over. Scroll to the next one if you don't mind.
Okay, let me get out of there. I have to say, let me see. Can you see that one?
There you go. False god. So their Superman was never a god. He was a false god. See what I'm saying?
What was that image of, though? What is that?
This is from the movie Man of Steel. Okay. Not Man of Steel, Justice League. Okay. And it had the guy who played Superman. If anybody heard me in the previous shows, you remember how I always said, if you see the letter H, it means a reversal.
Yes.
And everything in threes. So the third letter in the alphabet is C. So I said HC, just like I was talking about Hillary Clinton was a reversal. I said Herman Cain, he was a reversal. I said Barack Obama, who was they said he was born in Hawaii, but he did his politics in Chicago, which is HC, right? I talked about Kobe Bryant, who they said died in a helicopter, HC, right? And everything was a reversal. When you see that, it means a reversal. I even broke down, what's his name? Cliff Huxtable and Claire Huxtable of the Cosby Show, which debuted 41 years ago. And he was called America's Dad, Bill Cosby.
Yes, he was.
D is 4, A is 1, D is 4, 41 forward and 41 in reverse.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
So they're the false god. Okay. And the guy who played Superman during that time, his name was Henry Cavill, HC. Right? Then you know that there's a reversal of energy going on. So they were reversing spells. So the next movie after that, where there was a Superman, it was one that had the dog. The reversal of God is dog. Right?
Yes.
So you can go into the next image. Go to the one before after that one, and then come back to this one if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So they had a memorial service yesterday. This was yesterday. If you don't mind,
yes,
come out a little bit so you can see the bottom part at the bottom right, so you can see the time. There you go.
11:14.
11:14, right?
11:14, yes.
Right? And then I tell you 14 meant what? White supremacy.
White supremacy, yeah.
And K is 11.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. 11, right? Do it with your fingers, right? All right. Now, it means the death of a king, of their king. And their king was a dog, mankind. Genesis 1:26, mankind.
You would, because having a memorial burial for a dog is weird. I mean, to cast it live and be on the news, like what is that about? It's some type of ritual, a symbolic.
It's a ritual. And then seven is completion. And what channel was that on? Look at
Channel 7.
ABC easy is what?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you go. 41 times 3.
Oh, what's the 7 here? Here, what's that?
Completion.
Wow.
Right.
So the channel was ABC, but they just threw up a 7 up there.
Yes.
Wow.
They put these rituals right in your face. Okay. Then the next thing, at the temperature for that day was 64 degrees, right?
Yes.
Do you remember what I said about 64? And I think it was your first show. 64. I said it took 64 years, right? 64 years for them to put us into a asleep, where we could, where they could make us remember, forget where we're from, our culture, our names, anything about us. They had to do that and strip us all the way down to bare nothing and separate us from our families, and then they could put us into captivity, right?
Okay.
That was the whole Kunta Kinte Toby thing they were doing, right?
Okay.
Saying, hey, we got to make you forget who your name is so we can put you into captivity. Because if you remembered your name, your tribal name, then you still have land rights. But if we can make you forget that name and take on a name that we give you, then we can put you in captivity and take your land.
Wow.
Right? So they were showing 64 degrees on here, right? And like I said, 64, when you go down to the head of the KKK, which was off of exit 14 in Pulaski, Tennessee, it takes you right down Highway 64, right?
Okay.
As in the 64 years that it took to just strip you down to bare nothing, okay? Now, 64, what else happened in 64? The year 64, they came out with these TV shows, right? Because it's nothing about, it was about a spell and it was about a beast. So they had these TV shows that came out in 64, The Monsters, The Addams Family, Bewitched, which was the spell, and then the last one was Gilligan's Island, to make you dead and lost at sea.
Wow. Sheik, people are wondering why they can't see your face. They're like, why am I here?
Hey, y'all, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm not going to be an enigma all this time. I'm going to come with it. I'll show my Denzel.
But here is an image of him. He's going to come forward one day and come on live with his face. But this is what he looks like. Okay. And sometimes people do things for various reasons that are not.
Well, I'll tell them my reason, because before, I knew it wasn't time. People are just now hearing about me, and I appreciate y'all. But the thing is before, I knew it wasn't the time to come out with this information, because I had been trying to do a few interviews prior to, and my phone signal start all of a sudden start becoming jammed. I started having people trying to pass by my home and everything else. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So I knew that they were targeting me, and I like life too much to just, jump out there. Right.
Yes, sir.
But I said, okay, this is our time to rise. So I knew this is the time to start telling the truth and showing people what's really going on. Because see, here's the deal. The Bible, we're in Revelations right now, okay? So that means we're at the end of the Bible, okay? When you become at the end of the Bible, the story has been told, okay? So therefore, a new story needs to be told, and this is the story that I'm sharing with people, so you won't ever fall back to sleep again. That's why I've been writing this book ever since COVID began. My book is called The Copper King, The Transition in Power. Now, I'm not releasing the first volume until spring of 2026, but it's going to help our people know what they did to us, what kind of spells were cast on us, and to know how to avoid ever getting caught back into that slumber again.
And I think it's important for all people, because if one people is enslaved, that means what they plan to do to people in power is to continue to mistreat them, enslave them, annihilate them, and then they're going to go after other people. So the enslavement of one people leads to the enslavement of others, and the liberation of so-called indigenous people or the original people leads to the liberation of everybody. What do you say about that?
That's correct. Because we're freeing the world.
Yes, sir.
What's happening to us right now is actually freeing the world. Okay.
Freeing. Okay. Freeing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we are freeing the world, the entire world. Because, like I said, the descendants of Abraham are the heirs to the world. But see, God had to make us humble for 400 years, because look, he wanted us to know what it's like to be treated like we didn't matter. We were at the bottom of the totem pole. We weren't getting any respect. Because see, once I give you your blessing, guess what? You'll know what it's like to have been treated unfairly. You'll know what it's like, what it feels like not to have. So therefore, you're going to make sure that other people are straight.
I love that.
Make sure. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Together we stand. And that reminds me to people that were involved in the Q movement. Their mantra was, where we go one, we go all.
Correct.
And also, excuse me for 1 minute, you were talking about your book. Somebody just said this, and you and I have discussed this just the other day. They were saying, somebody in the chat said, you'll be able to write books for our schools. I hope I can find that comment. And you were talking about how your book will be, can you tell them what type of book you said it is, since it's the end of the Piscean age?
The book is, I have actually did research ever since COVID, maybe right before COVID began. Okay. Mm-hmm. I knew it was the end of the 400-year prophecy. The 400 years began on August 20th of 1619. 400 years later would be 2019, as in COVID-19. And then there started to be a shift in the universe where you're no longer in death. See, that's what the whole thing was about wearing the mask. Because when you're around the dead, you need to wear a mask. And we stepping 6 feet apart. They say step 6 feet apart. Well, graves are 6 feet down. So they wanted you to be apart, so you won't step on someone else's grave. Right? Now, yes. That period of death is over with. Okay. And now we're going into everlasting life. That's why the Pope was planting that cedar tree. Right? Cedar. Yes, cedar begins with the letter C. It's the third letter, everything in threes. That's why they did it, right? Mm-hmm. And he was doing it in Lebanon, okay? Lebanon, Beirut, or wherever that is, Lebanon. But see, there's also, I told you, the capital of the world's universe is going to be in Tennessee. And there's a Lebanon, Tennessee. And their tree is the cedar tree, the tree of life.
Yes. And the reason why I talked about actually that, here's the question. Here's the comment by, I can't really see, Star says, Dr. Kia, when we get our blessing, I love to fund Mr. Bay if he'd write the books for the schools. So Mr. Bay, Sheik Bay and I were talking about how this is the end of the Piscean age. And a lot of people are leaving religion. They're leaving that whole Piscean age behind, where they're searching for something outside of themselves. And they're now looking for something within themselves, to go within. And this book that he's writing is not just a history book, but it has spiritual implications, all type of implications to help people go within. So that would be a nice way to go into the golden age, ending the Piscean age where everybody's reading the Bible, now reading books to tell you about who you are, how you're more than this flesh, what your bloodline is, where you come from, what other realms you come from, the spiritual implications of who you are as a so-called human.
And I actually cover all those things. And I'm probably about over 1,200 pages into the book.
And speaking of the book,
it's not going to be a 1,200 page book. I'm going to probably break it down in threes. You know me, I got to do everything in three. So I'm going to do a volume 1, volume 2, volume 3.
And if people want to get on the mailing list or just to get on the list, the early list, so they can know when the book comes out, I would suggest they contact you, Sheik Jacob Bay, at dejurelaw33@gmail.com. That's DEJURELAW33@gmail.com. And if you are interested in supporting his work, even like the work that he's doing coming on the Dr. Kia Pruitt show, helping us to decode. We still have a lot of codes to go through, so stay up with us, get you some coffee, tea, water, notepads, and pens if you must, and continue to put your questions in the chat so that we can address them. But if you desire to support his work as he publishes the book, then you can send him a monetary donation to Cash App $all rights reserved. $ALLRIGHTSRESERVED. And this is something I do for all my guests. I believe in promoting them, pushing their work, and helping them to help us. So go ahead, talk a little bit more about the book before we get into.
Well, and I want to thank everybody who has sent me an email about the book, and everyone has been very kind, and the words have been very encouraging, and I just want to say thank you for that. And then also those who were gracious enough to send a Cash App donation, whether it was $1, $2, $3 or more, thank you. Because see, what the book is really going to be for, it's not just for you, it's for your family. It's for generations to come. So you would be if you invest into anything, that might be something good to have, because guess what? You're going to be helping your descendants for years to come.
Thank you.
Because I expose it all.
We have another Sheik in the house that wants to say Grand Rising to you. This is Sheik MB Borges L. He's been on the show as well. He has shown a lot of things, symbology as a well-researched more. And so I thought it was honorable of him to acknowledge you. He's in the chat. So not good morning. He told us not to say that. Grand Rising. It's so good to see you, Sheik MB Burgess L.
And I've watched him before, and I appreciate a lot of what he has contributed to your show and what he's doing. Yes, I love his work. And what was so cool is many of us come from different angles. So when you put all those different angles together, you really get this thing. You listen to your brother Rod Hayes. He has a whole different angle from where I'm coming from. And so to this brother, he has a whole different angle. But see, the thing is, when you put it all together, it really does make sense. And you unveil everything that we've been dealing with that has suppressed our people for so long. And has suppressed what they call fallen humanity.
Yes.
Because all of us have gotten caught up into this mess.
The whole world.
Right.
Every single person. Every single Cole One Film, that's who Moadeb, Sheik Moadeb. At the end of the show, if you want to come on and acknowledge and talk to Sheik Bey, we'll send you a link so you can come on and address the family too. Because I know what you have is going to confirm, Sheik Bey. Okay, Sheik Bey, they want to know, would you consider writing children's books? Oh, I see her. Yes, I see her. The Duke of Tears is another Sheik that comes on and gives us intel as well.
Right. And I'll check that brother out too. I appreciate them all. I'm gonna tell you this. Let me tell you how I really started my journey.
Okay.
I was dealing with some stuff in the court, and my ex-wife's attorney shot something over to me in some document, and it had my son's name in all capital letters, and I'm thinking, are they shouting at me? Why they got this in all caps? They just really emphasizing whatever, right?
Yes.
And telling me that I must have a driver's license and something else. Well, I said, wait a minute. So I looked up, what does your name mean in all capital letters? This happened all the way back in maybe 2009 or something. So that's been about 16 years ago. So I saw that and I said, oh my God, that means I have no rights. It's called capitis dementio maxima, where they strip you down from all your family rights and put you back into slavery. I said, dang, they some cold MFs, right? So and then they said, you must hold a driver's license, which puts you back into that captivity, right? The driver's license is a privilege. It ain't a right. It's a privilege. Okay. And if you look at it, they also have that name that you think is yours on the left-hand side in all capital letters. It's a mess. So, and they're trying to get you to admit being a U.S. citizen versus being an American. Because the American has the rights. The U.S. citizens only have privileges. Right?
Okay.
Like I said, United States is the trial period. You know, like I said, Jesus was doing his thing for 40 years. I mean, 40 days. Moses and the misleading the people for 40 years. Noah on the ark for 40 days and 40 nights. Right? And then our people in captivity for 400 years. Right? It's a trial period. That's why the longest interstate in the Americas is I-40. Then you know that's going from the east to the west. It's a trial period, right? And think about it. When Martin Luther King was gunned down, he was gunned down not too far from I-40. The trial period. So when you add America back to the United States, let me break it down. U is 21, S is 19, 21 and 19 is 40, as in a trial period. But when you add the A as in America, now you're back to 41 and you are the king.
Whoa.
Right? This is crazy what they did to us.
So you're sitting in court and you see this all capital letters form. Your name or your son's name in all capital letters?
My son's name.
Okay, and then you go ahead.
So what I learned is, what I learned is they only have authority over the dead. They don't have authority over the living. That's why they had to make us dead and lost at sea.
Wow.
That's that whole stork carrying the baby over the ocean. Right? Because when you were born, your mom and or father signed that long form birth certificate, right? Then then the state had to put in the newspaper and the public notices where property is that there's a birth announcement of a baby. And they're trying to say that it's abandoned property. You don't know that because you're thinking it's all cool and everything, right? Oh, the newspaper put the announcement of our baby in the newspaper, right? John and Mary had a little son, right?
Yes.
Yes. All they were doing was put in the public notices, the same place where you put real estate, where you put death notices, and where you put marriage notices. They put the baby notices, right? And all those are corporate contracts that they were doing to keep you from having any rights. Now, check this out. Once you didn't respond back to claiming your property, which is the baby, because they run the notice in the newspaper for 30 days. And after 30 days, you don't run that notice. I mean, you don't respond to the abandonment of that property. Guess what? That's when they create the short form birth certificate. Right? And on the short form birth certificate, it's that name in all capital letters.
Wow.
That's why they had to get rid of the midwife. See, the midwife, you know, the midwife, you could have the birth at your home. And and back in the day, we didn't have to record something with the state. We put stuff into the Bible, our family Bible. That's where our property was in. We recorded our property, which was our land deeds. We recorded our births. We recorded the deaths. We recorded the marriages. We even recorded anniversaries. But we put that stuff in the family Bible. That's why when they wanted to take over your land, they were like, well, let me give you this little nice little white Bible with the gold edges on it and everything. It looks all pretty. And if you just give us your Bible, we'll give you this nice brand new white Bible for free. And
Ah,
by doing that, you just forfeited your rights to your land because you just gave them the deeds and everything that went along with it.
what? Wow. I still remember my grandmother's Bible with all the marriages, the baptisms, the births. Mm-hmm.
Right? So
Yes.
if they only have control over the dead, that's why we were dead and lost at sea. The age of Pisces. Pisces is the fish. They said Jesus was a fisherman of men, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in Matthew 28:20, Jesus said, I'll be with you till the end of an age. The end of the age was the age of Pisces. We're now in AI, technology. And A is the alpha and I is the omega. A is 1, I is 9. 1 is the beginning and 9 is the end of something.
So once you saw that and you had an awakening, then what did you do?
Oh, I knew how to deal with them then because I was like, wait a minute. I'm amongst the living.
Mm.
And see, if the United States is a corporation, the first 4 letters of corporation is CORP, as in corpse, right?
Yes.
When people are in the military, the United States government says, after you enroll enlist in the military, they say, take one step forward. Well, they want you to take one step forward so you can step off the land of America and come into the sea. So you can be dead and lost at sea. That's why they call them the Marine Corps. And Corps is spelled CORPS, like corpse.
Death. Oh my God.
Death. Right?
Right.
And when I said the United States red, white, and blue flag, the first thing they taught you when you were in the first grade, before they could start their day, was the Pledge of Allegiance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
when you do that Pledge of Allegiance, you put your hand over your heart to
Over
suppress
your
your
heart.
heartbeat.
Is it your right hand?
So you can become dead, right? And then the next course they send you, the first course of the day is spelling. So you can cast a spell on yourself.
That's sick. That. Mm. Mm. Sounds to me like we need to get our kids out of those schools and into our own.
Yeah. So once I figured out that I was amongst the living, see, corporations, the courts can only deal with artificial entities, persons. A person means a corporation, right?
Okay. Yes.
That's why the 14th Amendment is so vague, because they talk about persons and U.S. citizens. Because I told you 14 means white supremacy, which is an ideology, right?
Yes,
So when you become a person, you still don't have any rights, and they're trying to put it in the Constitution like you do have some rights that you don't. See, they supposedly freed you with the 13th Amendment, right? That's Lincoln. That's Lincoln. So-called freeing of the slaves, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which really was just about transitioning property to someone else. But the 14th Amendment put you right back into captivity.
Wow.
They did that to us. But it wasn't just us. It was everybody.
They enslaved everybody.
Enslaved the world. But see, here's the deal. Now you got this whole thing with the Pope, Leo as in the king, 14. Right. Girl, they reversing these spells, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you think about it, if king is 41 and 14 as in Leo the 14th, right? It's really 41 forward and 41 in reverse. Wow. You got to think about the spells they doing, right?
Okay.
It's really a wonderful thing, right? And he's from Chicago, okay? And Chicago is Upper Egypt.
Okay.
All right. Now, what they're doing is You're about to see, just like I showed you earlier with that whole Superman thing, where it says false gods. They have been false gods. They've been God. You know, the Pope is a representative of God on earth, right? That's all
Right.
he is, right?
Right.
But he's a false God,
Mm.
right? And the true indigenous people are the bloodline, the direct descendants of God, right? That's why it says, God said, let us, plural, make mankind in our image.
Who are these gods? Are you speaking of like the Anunnaki, these Elohim, or these gods that created humanity in their own image? I know people say there's only one true God. I'm just asking, do you have a thought on that, or do we just move
You
along?
know what? Everything has a source.
Okay.
Okay. The entire universe is made of melanin. All right.
Yes.
Everything has a source. Okay. And you don't know how far back that source actually is. But if God is energy, God is energy.
Okay.
And that energy, why you think they call it pyramids, right?
Mm.
Pyramid means fire in the middle.
Peer, fire, middle. Wow. Okay.
Pyro, pyramid, fire in the middle,
Okay.
right? It's all energy, and we're made of that same energy, right? And when you really get down to it, think about this. When you have an electrical outlet in your home, right? And you plug something in, you know, what color is the ground? They call it the ground wire. Ain't it copper?
Yes.
And it touches the ground because the ground is copper. The copper colored people, that's why they say we really ain't supposed to be wearing shoes like this.
Yes.
You know, you got to reconnect to the earth because the earth is the ground. And when you ground yourself into the earth, that's when your energy really rises.
Oh, Moadeb, Sheik Moadeb says, remember Pyro and remember the time. He's saying that was Michael Jackson's song.
Yeah, you just broke that down the other day. The
You
whole
covered that the
remember
other
the
day,
time.
yes.
Yeah, pyro.
The chat is enjoying this. We have almost 800 people in the chat. Thank you for joining us this morning, family. Please hit the like button on your way in. Greet the soul family. Share your thoughts. We'll get to your questions shortly. So you learn all this sacred or secret stuff that they've been doing when you were in court with your former wife, and it leads you down a whole trail where you started doing research and not only started liberating yourself, but you decided to write the book to liberate humanity. That's commendable.
Well, once I saw through them, you remember the Wizard of Oz, and when Dorothy opens the curtain,
Yes.
she sees it's nothing but a man hiding behind the curtain.
Yes.
That's what it is in the court system. It's nothing but a man hiding behind a robe.
Ooh.
Right? See, once you know, and I'll break this down again for those who are just now joining, the whole court system was based on a magical spell called necromancy. That means to summon the dead, to make them appear, to make the body appear, and then to make the body rise, right? So when you go to court, you get a court summons. Then they ask you to make an appearance. Well, only ghosts make appearances. Then they want the body to rise. So the bailiff says, all rise. And then the judge is wearing the black robe because they know they're conducting a funeral. That's why you had church pews in the courtroom, because you had your own funeral.
Must be tripping said yes. Yep. The judges are actually commissioners of the revenue. And they say, let us all rise. Oh, so here's a question from Deju. Deju says, what did you do in court that made them back off you? Back up off you. Do you want to address that now or later?
Well, I sent in what's called a judicial notice, letting the judge know that I'm living and that I reserve and retain all rights. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And a lot of what happened or what was going on when they were really violating due process rights, violation of the Fifth and so-called 14th Amendments. They violated due process rights all along, but all that stopped. See, only the living have rights.
Okay.
You remember, like, when somebody is about to pass away in the hospital, they say, "Oh, go call my pastor so he can read me my last rites."
Yes.
Because when you're dead, you have no rights. Only the living have rights. So they had to make us all dead because dead don't have rights.
Sheik Moadeb says, I reserve all rights and titles.
He's so correct. And I recall my ex's attorney saying, oh, you can't do nothing to him. And she said, why not? Because of what he wrote. The pen is mightier than the sword.
So did your wife's attorney decide to remove herself because she couldn't fight you, or what happened?
Everything shut down. Everything that, how they say no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It all shut down once you know who you are. You see, that was the whole trick. The whole trick was trying to keep you down so you don't ever find out who you are. But once you know, they can't do what they've been doing to you. It stops. It stops.
So it stopped because the court, because the court was a whole funeral. The attorney is only working for the dead, and now that you're saying I'm a natural man, they're like, I can't deal with the natural man. I can only deal with the dead.
The attorney can't even deal with you when you become living, because they can only deal with dead. Okay, think about it like this. When you go to court, and I know people have seen this many times, when you go to court, you see somebody whispering to their attorney.
Yes.
They want you to whisper because that's the spirit of the dead talking to the medium. And the medium is communicating with the judge because they're the only two people in the courtroom that are alive. You're the dead. That's why they don't want you to speak.
Now, what is the attorney?
Attorney in Latin means to turn over your rights and your property. To attorn. But check it out. Donald Trump had a big meeting yesterday with the automakers, right?
Yes.
And if you don't mind, I sent you a picture of that. Can you pull that up?
Yes. Hold on, somebody. Oh, somebody's texting me right now. Hold on.
Hey, if y'all feeling me, hey, my email is dejourlaw33@gmail.com.
Yes, so if you want to, because people are saying they need your book, so please contact him at dejourlaw33@gmail.com so you can get on the list to be the first in line to receive his book. And we're compiling a list of those people so that you can be called or emailed when the book is published. And if you're enjoying this live today and you would like to support him as he is preparing the book and as he continues to come on the show to decode for us, you can send a gift or a donation via Cash App to $ all rights reserved. $ ALLRIGHTS RESERVED, and it will be greatly appreciated. Good day, family. Yes, we're talking about all of the codes
Were
that's
you able,
happening. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, were you able to pull up that image of Donald Trump?
It just not yet, dear. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm just wanted to bring. Okay, while I do that, can you bring the people up to speed to let them know what we've been talking about?
Yeah, we've been talking about this ritual that they really did yesterday of their false god had a memorial service yesterday in Los Angeles, and that was a memorial service of a dog. And I was breaking down what dog is. Dog is the reversal of the word God. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of one of the buildings at the memorial service, they had the number 150 on top of the building. Right. And if you remember what I said to you the other day, God's covenant and God's promise is to restore our people back to Area 51. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you reverse that number 150, you reverse it, it's 51. Oh, I'm glad you got the picture. Okay, now, people, I'm going to show you a ritual. So Trump yesterday announced that America is back. Okay. So that's the copper colored people. That's the true inhabitants of the land. And he has on the far left on the desk is the bust of Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, right here? Wait, you said the left, right here.
Yeah, that's the bust of Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
On the far right on the wall is a picture of Ronald Wilson Reagan.
Right.
And there's a reason why I put his middle name in there, Ronald Wilson Reagan. Then all these men and a few women standing around him are from the automaker industry.
Auto.
No, cars.
Oh, auto. Okay.
Now, I'm going to show you the ritual because everything in threes. Now, let's start with Abraham. The descendants of Abraham are the heirs to the world.
Okay.
Abraham is on the copper-colored penny, right? Right? It's 1 cent. 1 cent. I said, take a nickel, dime, and quarter. You got 40 cents. Right? 5 plus 10 is 15, and 15 plus 25 is 40. But and all those were facing the left. But the only thing for several decades that was facing the right. I mean, the other stuff was now facing the right because that's the resurrection of the dead. So they had to resurrect the dead and make them face the right too. What I mean by that is that George Washington on the quarter, if you look at the most recent, ever since COVID began, those quarters will start facing the right too. The nickels start facing the right because they're resurrecting the dead. But all along, the penny was facing the right. Okay. And when you add a penny to 40 cents, it's 41. And I told you in Gematria, 41 means King, right?
Yes, sir.
King, 41. Now you got Ronald Wilson Reagan. Why am I saying his middle name? R is 18, W is 23. 18 plus 23 is 41. So they were doing another ritual where it's 41 forwards and 41 in reverse. Ronald Wilson Reagan. Okay. Then the next group are the automakers who make cars. Break down the word cars. C is 3. A is 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. R is 18. 18 plus 4 is what? 22. Okay. And S is 19. 19 plus 22 is 41. Okay. So they
Wow.
were letting you know that this, and Trump was signing an executive order, and that's for all these automakers to give money back to the American people.
Wow.
What day did it happen on? 12/3.
You
As I
said
just
something
said,
what happened. You said something what happened because it's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 41 times 3.
Which is 1, 2,
12/3.
3. Mm. Now, how are we supposed to know all this?
Because I'm letting you know. All you got to do is watch the Dr. Kia show for the last week, and you're going to get it. And watch it again and again, and share it with your friends, and just get this in your DNA. Just understand they've been doing rituals all this time. And like I said, the United States is a corporation, and the corporation can't talk. They can only do things in signs and symbols. And that's what the signs and symbols are.
Mm.
And Reagan was president 41 years ago. Come on.
Sheik Moadeb says that is why the MPG is going to 50 MPG for all cars. What's MPG?
Miles
Okay.
per gallon.
Oh, and he says he just signed it. Oh, he just signed this? Okay. He's saying you're correct. You're correct on how you're breaking this down because he understands codes too. Wow. He also what are you guys? Are you talking to each other?
And Trump was talking about Volkswagens yesterday too. I got to throw this in there because Volkswagen is VW. VW. It's no real numerology. It's a symbol of Egypt of the West and the power of 3. See, if you take a V, that's the inverted pyramid. But if you take the W, that's 3 pyramids, 3 inverted pyramids. VVV.
Thank you. Sheik Moadeb says 19th wartime president Donald John Trump Al-Kahuni. When you come on, Sheik, I want you to break down that name Al-Kahuni because we've been trying to figure that out. Go ahead.
19 AI, right? 1 is A, 9 is I.
Oh, you keep saying that. Now I'm getting it. Okay. All right. So are these people behind him, are those automakers? Who are those people behind him? Did he say?
Yeah, those are all the automakers. But cars. CARS 41.
Okay. People are saying it took me a minute to catch that too. Hi, servant. Yeah, it takes me a minute. Okay, you ready for the next image?
I don't know if I have another image.
Oh, you do. Let me see what else you have. Hold on. There was that one, and then there was one before these. Where Utah press conference? Did you do that one? Charges.
Oh, yeah, throw it up there. Throw it up there.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, family. This is some profound information, isn't it? Here we go.
See what he says?
Charges announced in No Kings shooting.
That was yesterday, right? Now, what I'm going to show you is where was it? What city?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get out of that.
It's cool.
Somebody said it's time to go get a new car. Okay, here we go. Where was this? Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City. Now, don't they say that we are the salt of the earth?
Yes.
As in Salt Lake City. And Utah, abbreviation for Utah is what? UT.
UT.
U is 21, T is 20. 21 plus 20 is what? 41. Okay. So they're saying, and the Utah is also known for what religion? Mormon. Right? So they're letting you know there are no kings, right? And what station was that they promoted this song? Because see, I'm gonna show you something. You remember I said white supremacy is 14, and if everything is in threes, 14 times 3 is 42. Now watch this. You see that station in the circle?
KSL.
Let's break that down.
Okay, shall we?
K is 11.
Okay.
S is 19. 19 and 11 is 30, ain't it? Then L is 12. 30 plus 12 is 42, as what I just said. White supremacy times 3. And they're saying they are no more kings.
Wow.
No kings. The Mormons are no kings.
The Mormons, they let the Mormons do whatever they want. The Mormons also owned a whole lot of companies. I remember reporting on that. A lot of companies people don't know about, they own. Why is it that they let them alone? They let them practice polygyny, where they have multiple wives, multiple children. They have their own laws, their own way of doing things. Why were they able to do so much without the government even being involved?
Because they took on our identity. We're the true Moors. The Mormon has the rights to do. The Moors have the rights to do because we are the law of the land. Well, they made themselves the law of the land.
Wow.
That's why they were able to do what they wanted to do. Right? But they also said Latter-day Saints, right? That's where all our real history is, in those mountains of Utah. Ancient Moab. That's where ancient Moab is. Moab, Utah. Okay. So Latter-day Saints is nothing but LDS, which stands for Lucifer, Devil, and Satan.
Look at all the companies that the Church of Latter-day Saints or the Mormons own. They own, I want everybody to see businesses that are owned by Latter-day Saints and the church. They own JetBlue Airways, Black & Decker Corporation, SkyWest Airlines, Marriott Hotels International, City Creek Center, Deseret News, Polynesian Cultural Center, and different broadcasting, publication, media, all these different radio stations out here from different states, Bonneville Distribution, real estate, all the real estate in Hawaii, Utah. Look at this. Residential properties, all of these residential properties, mixed use properties, and there are more others. And then you can look up 10 powerhouse companies that the Church of Latter-day Saints own. It's many. That's just a few. Wow. And I think we need to be owning companies. You guys are going to be wealthy, so you need to be owning companies. You need to put all your assets in a trust, and then we can do business from trust to trust, a foundation to foundation.
Well, you remember when the king of pop was a little boy with the Jackson 5? Yeah. Everything has to be, you have to have a reflection of yourself. So the reflection of the Jackson 5 were the Osmonds. You remember the Osmonds? One bad apple, right?
I remember.
And that one bad apple, right?
Donnie and Marie, I think they were the two of the sisters and brothers.
Written by a brother named George Jackson, who was out of Egypt, Memphis, Tennessee. Okay. And the next big hit they had when they were little was called Puppy Love. Didn't I say opposite of God is a dog?
Yes.
And Puppy Love. I can't make this up. But see, the Jackson 5 was the real Mormon, right? And Indiana is right off of Highway 41, right? And Michael was called King, right? So they were the fake. They are the fake Mormon. They're the Mormons of Utah, right? And it was 9 of the Jackson 5, and it was 9 of the Osmonds, right? It was a direct reflection They were just letting you know it's always been a ritual.
Somebody just said that, who was this, Raquel or Raquel, said the Mormon Bible states that Jesus came from America.
The first slave ship was called Jesus. And it wasn't it wasn't even a ship. It was a piece of wood.
I had speaking of, America, I had posted an ancient map or a picture of the ancient map and on my YouTube channel years ago, and they took it down. Somebody, the YouTube gods took it down. But I want to show you what that ancient map looked like. And I did videos on this about 2 or 3 years ago. So thankfully it's still in my video on Rumble. It's not on a post, but it's on the video. I'm glad I used this as my picture for the video that I did on Rumble, where it says this is why he's saving Israel for last, but it shows the ancient biblical map or the Old Testament map. It shows that Israel is in America, Assyria, Babylon, Egypt, the Egyptian Sea.
Yes.
This is the map of America.
Yes. Jerusalem is in Arkansas. The Ark of the Covenant, Area 51, as in area code 501.
Wow.
That's why they call it the Ozarks. Oz, O-Z. O is 15, Z is 26, 15 and 26 is 41.
Right, it was right in the Bible. It used to be in the Bible.
Right.
What are you saying? Wonderful, as long as we aren't replicating their ethics.
King George III said to the colonizers, you are prohibited from changing 3 cities. Those 3 cities were Memphis, Tennessee, Cairo, Illinois, Egypt, Kentucky.
I put your picture back up here because W.R. Terry said the same thing that other people were saying the other day. You sure sound like Samuel L. Jackson.
Hey, W.R. Terry, all I got to do is start cussing.
Grand Sheik, Moadeb, can you go ahead and click on your link so you can come in and join the conversation? But we're going to let Brother Bay, we're going to put you in the back channel, but Brother Bay is going to keep cooking. If you're enjoying this, family, please support your boy. Please support this Samuel L. Jackson sound-alike Brother Bay, or Sheik Jacob Bay. He was named Sheik by the Sheik.
And W. Terry, let me tell you, Samuel L. Jackson is SLJ. S is 19, L is 12. So 19 and 12 is 31, and J is 10. 10 and 31 is 41. And what house did that brother go to? Moore House, the house of the Moors.
Wow. To learn more about these codes, you can go on his list to be the first notified for when the book is published by contacting Sheik Jacob Bay, or you can just call him Jacob Bay or Sheik Jacob Bay, via email. That's dejourlaw33@gmail.com, DEJURELAW33@gmail.com. And if you're interested in supporting his work financially to help him publish the book, or just to say thank you, expressing gratitude for him decoding what's going on with the rituals, then you can kindly send him a donation to $ all rights reserved, $ALLRIGHTSRESERVED, all rights reserved.
And brother, you're right. The reason why they had Samuel Jackson do the Super Bowl is because he played the role of Uncle Sam. And Sam in reverse, and I'm talking about reversing spells. Sam in reverse is Mas, and Mas in Spanish is what in English? More. They letting you know.
They said this is class. This class today, Dr. Kia Pruitt, is on fire. Thank you, Sister Inez. Thank you. Come on in the back of the and click on the link, Sheik Moadeb. Let's see. You said you're on. I am Tony Stark. You're Tony Stark? What's that mean?
Tony Stark was the one who played Iron Man.
Oh. King
Yeah.
Tut was found in Kentucky, right? Is what King Lemuel asked.
Yeah, you talking about Mammoth Cave.
Hmm.
Mammoth Cave. But you know they have pyramids in Kentucky. They have pyramids all over the Americas.
Yes.
Right.
They got all kind of things in Kentucky. Pyramids, caves, underground tunnels, like well known.
Underground rivers, everything.
Everything. Oh, I thought I sent it to you, Moadeb. Here, I'll put it in the chat. Hold on. Keep cooking. Anything else going on?
Well, whatever. Hey, somebody throw a subject at me and I'll throw it in and make it happen.
Oh, come on, family. They're loving this. Who's this that said I'm loving this? Chief. There's another chief. Chief Justice Amani. Hi, Chief Justice Amani says I'm loving this.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Jerry says I just got in and I'm loving it.
Okay,
they appreciate
thank you, brother.
You make it very easy for everybody to understand.
Yes. But that's that's what the book does. I break this thing all the way down. I give you context where you can cross-reference everything I say, so you know I'm not just saying this from the side of my neck.
Hmm.
And it's based on actual facts.
Belinda says, Jacob, you are the truth. Keep it coming. I have my husband listening and he's blown away. He loves your content, Dr. Kia. Thank you so much. Chief Mac just stopped bringing, what you said about Chief Mac? Oh, this is, which is Chief Mac just don't stop bringing the truth. That Chief Mac brings the truth. And now we have Sheik Bay on as well, bringing truth bombs. Amen. We're waking up the people together. We're all doing this together because in my opinion, we agreed to come here.
Someone posted a question I think we might want to do.
Okay.
And that's what to do games. How do we trace our heritage back? Do you see it?
Is it down there? Okay. And then next I want to choose somebody wants you to address what's the deal with the Amish. Let me see if I can get there. Now, what question you just asked me? What they say?
How to trace? Let me see. I just saw it. I don't know where it went. But want to know how to trace back to our tribal names.
Okay, I'm going down.
And it's really not tribal names. It's tribal appellations.
Okay.
And just like you have.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, Dr. Pruitt and whomever. We all had tribal names. When you start talking about Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Creek, Seminole, those were actual tribal names or family appellations, right? And the tribe, it's no different than Pruitt, Johnson, Jackson, whatever. Powhatan, the Algonquian, those were all tribal names. How do you trace yourself back? Well, the thing is, you're not going to get it from taking a DNA test.
Okay.
You saw what they said, the top 7 executives resigned from 23andMe. Well, see, that was a ritual too. 23andMe. 23 plus M and E. 23 is 23. Then you got M is 13. So 23 and 13 is what? 36. And E is 5. 36 plus 5 is 41. So they were always trying to deceive you from knowing that you're the kings of this land. That's why they had you taking these DNA tests. And DNA is 4141. 4141. So they did it in threes. 23andMe and then DNA 4141. So they were trying to deceive you from knowing who the hell you are and where you from. Now I'm starting to sound like Samuel Jackson.
Is that why the hillbillies seem to guard the mountains in America? Shondine asked. The hillbillies guard the mountains in America? I didn't know.
No. But okay. Oh Lord. That goes back to the Ozarks, right? The reason why Ozarks, the land of Oz, okay, the land of Oz, And Oz, and they call it the Ark because it's the Ark of the Covenant, right?
Okay.
So the Ark of the Covenant is you're going to find they want to protect that land. And the only reason why they're doing it is because they got to protect it from you being able to access it for 400 years.
Mm.
Now they got to give up the protections of those lands and give it back to the people.
Oh.
Like I said, the reason why they called them Indian reservations is because they were reserving the land for us once we woke up after these 400 years.
Oh. One second. This is what he looks for. Everybody that says he sounds like Samuel L. Jackson. This is what Sheik Jacob Bey looks like, and he's going to come on now that he knows it's time for his story to come out and information that he has to come out. Because when he first started sharing this type of information, he was stalked, and certain weird things started happening around him to let him know that it just wasn't time. All right, I want you to keep cooking, but we also have Sheik Moadeb Bey. Are you there, Sheik Bey? I see your picture, but I don't hear you. Maybe he just wanted Sheik Moadeb Bey. If you want to come in, I sent you a link. Oh, here you are, Sheik Moadeb Bey. Welcome.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm well. I wanted to bring you on.
What's up, Brother Bey?
Gratitude. What's happening, Jacob? How are you, brother?
Doing well. How are you?
Oh man, I'm enjoying this. We just having fun going back and forth. I'm loving it.
That's great. That's great. I've checked you out on several shows, and I love your teachings as well.
Gratitude. I really appreciate that. The same here.
Thank you.
Yeah, like we're talking about the Mormons. I happen to I had a Mormon girlfriend, and she happened to be her name was Kathy Peck, and this is Gregory Peck's nephew's ex-wife.
Wow. That's a lot.
So we were talking about the Mormons and brought that to mind. Because when these Europeans got here, these structures, we already had built Chicago. We already had built New York. We already had built all the state houses. Everything, just like under Seattle, the city we built is under there because of the earthquake. They built another city on top of it. And everything that Sheik Jacob Bey is talking about, Arkansas, is correct. There's pyramids there that they don't even want us to see.
That's why they route the planes the way they do, because they don't want you to really see what's out there. And when you say Seattle, you know what the county is called for Seattle? Kings County. Kings County.
Yes.
Wait, so what are you saying? So when they route us on the air flight, they don't want us to see certain things, and is that why?
Yes, that's correct.
When they could go straight, they really could make straight shots, right? But they
really could go in directions that you'll see what's really down there.
Yep.
And
they go straight.
Right. And if you deprive our people from having resources, see, if we had the resources, we could buy our own private planes and go whatever direction you want to go. We could buy our own helicopters and go whatever direction we want to go. And then we would actually say, oh my God, there are pyramids all over this place.
That's correct. Because just like the airplane engines, they're not running off of gas. There's not enough gas in those wings to run those jets for the period they run. They run off of etheric electricity. And the gas is just to start the plane and get it up and to bring it down and bring down the landing gear. That's it. That plane runs off etheric. It's all those engines. When they fly straight, or they'll deviate, like you say, away where you can't see the pyramids. They don't fly in a circle. They turn their transponders off. So nobody know. I used to fly the little planes that go around the city with the tags on the end. Yeah, I used to fly straight from Chicago straight back to the airport. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's no curve. Then that's right. The earth is flat. We're in the dome. The sun and the moon are in here. The moon is a reflection of the sun.
Correct.
You can't go to the moon.
Correct.
Black sun motions.
But they show you that You remember the little snow globe back in the day?
Yep.
The snow globe, that was the firmament. And you
Yep.
remember how you used to shake the globe to get the little snow to come in to the land?
That's right.
The land was flat. That's what
That's
the earth
right.
looks like. It's a firmament with the flat land.
That's correct. They put it right in our face like it was they mock us. Just like Avatar. Avatar was the brutish Moors against the Moors, the indigenous Moors.
Oh.
That's what Avatar was. They couldn't say it was actually us, but the movie would have made no money. So they made them blue. And the people that wrote it, they tell you the same thing. The blue people are us. And the Europeans, those are the brutish Moors. The ones who basically took over the government. Because you got Irish, Blackamoor, Scottish, Blackamoor, Welsh, Blackamoor, Gypsies, Egyptian, the Hungarians, Blackamoor, Germans, Blackamoor, and you got the Anglo-Saxons, those are the brutish Moors.
You know what, man? See, iron sharpens iron. I just thought about the story of Popeye the Sailor, right? But yes. Popeye was a Moor, and
yes.
and his antagonist was Bluto, but they also called him Brutus.
Brutish Moor.
Yeah.
Ah.
Remember Wimpy? Just like the bankruptcy. They told us about the bankruptcy in the commercials and the cartoons. Wimpy would go in there and say, if you give me a hamburger today, I will gladly pay you on Tuesday.
He sort of did, didn't he?
Okay, that's a promissory note. He gave them $1 bill under the bankruptcy.
Yes.
He gave them $1 bill under the bankruptcy.
Oh, Lord.
It's a promise to pay.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a promise to pay. If you give me a hamburger today, I will gladly pay you on Tuesday. Here's my $1 bill for the hamburger.
Dr. Kia, pull up Popeye the Moor.
Popeye.
And think about this, kid.
Okay.
The restaurant Popeyes, what they call it? Louisiana spicy chicken? Louisiana. Washington Moore.
Yep. And guess what? I used to cook there. They cook in beef tallow.
Yeah, I know about that. That's
cooking what?
Beef tallow. They use that for McDonald's French fries too.
What's beef? What is
they
that?
Fry everything in beef tallow.
What is that?
They fry everything in beef tallow.
What's beef tallow?
That's the fat from the cow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And watch this, brother.
Go ahead.
COW. C is 3, O is 15, 3 and 15 is 18, and W is 23. 18, 23 is 41. Right?
That's right.
And
check this out.
And the cow was the only one that was able to talk. He was letting you know where you from. He said moo.
That's right.
He said moo. He let you know moo. Right? Yes. And the capital for all the world's commerce is in Tennessee and Music City. Moo.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, what am I looking for? You told me to look up Popeye the Moor. What? Maybe I should put.
You didn't get anything on that. Pull up images.
The heart of the Moor.
There you go.
Oh,
you just had it.
Okay.
Go back to that image right there. You see that down there?
Yes. This.
You see him? He should have a fez on his head.
Yes,
that's a fez on his head.
And he got and it's red, and his clothes are green, red and green.
What is he holding? He's holding an upside down pyramid or a diamond.
Come on. But see, watch this, brother. Once you take the pyramid of the East, which is Egypt, and the pyramid of the West, which is America, and you put them two pyramids together, it forms the shape of a diamond, right? And the flag for the
Confederate flag.
Come on, man. But the flag, you're right. But when you form the flag, the state for the flag of the diamond is what? Arkansas, as in the Ark of the Covenant. So when you bring,
that's correct.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
And the largest diamond mine in the Americas is in Arkansas. And check this out. It's in a place called Murfreesboro, Arkansas, land of the free Moors.
Wow.
correct.
Oh my God, I'm getting chills. Wow.
He's on point. He's on point. Well, just like the Confederate flag, the black pharaohs, they used to wear that in front of them when he spoke in front of the people. Now, over here, it represents, because the East is West and West is East. So over here, the Confederate flag, you got the pyramid, the red pyramid. Then you got the 7, the represents circle 7, and the blue represents the sky. Then you got the obverse. That's the 2 pyramids, the top and the bottom. That's the Confederate flag.
And the Confederate flag, which is nothing but an X, and the X is 10. And if you fly over a pyramid, it's shaped like an X. They will always letting you know the flag is really our flag.
Yes, that was the flag of the Republic.
That's right.
It was.
That's why they had that sister take that flag down in South Carolina back in the day.
Why?
Yep.
Because they knew that belonged to her. She was the only one who could do it.
This is what happened. A seer, he resurrected that old Spanish claim and sent all his paperwork in the government. And they said, yeah, we recognize it. And in 2015, he took that flag down, and the seer put up Moore's flag in North Carolina. Am I lying?
Right.
Who's a seer? Who we talking about?
The seer. Our seer. Duke of Tears.
Oh, I see the Duke of Tears. That he did that?
He's sultan of everything on this side of the Mississippi. He resurrected that Spanish claim. It was a legitimate claim, but it was laying there dormant. He resurrected the claim and filed everything with the government. The government said, hey, you're good. We recognize. And that's when he put the flag up there, and she had to take that flag down, and he posted the Moorish flag up in North Carolina. That was 2015.
But Dr. Kidd, just so I can prove to you that this is not a white supremacist flag. You remember I said white supremacy is the number 14?
Yes.
I want you to count the number of stars. Count the number of stars on that flag.
Let me start here. 1, 2, 3, 4,
7
5,
7 is 14.
7, 8.
No. Wait, let her do it.
Okay.
Do it again. Go straight down the line and then come on each side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Now.
Okay.
8, 9, 10.
9, 10, 11, 12.
No, you counted that twice.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Now, 13 always was said to be a bad luck number. But for who?
For them.
For them. If you find out who you are. Now, what's the 13th letter in the alphabet?
HIJKLM.
As in man, master, more.
That's correct. 100% correct. 100%.
So that was not a white supremacist flag.
That is not a white supremacist. That they lied to us. Somebody put up the original flag for them. I don't know this indigenous with the original flag.
The original flag for Georgia is the red flag with the is Morris flag with the morning star on it. That's the Alabama flag. Alabama flag, yeah. Alabama state flag was red flag with the crescent moon and 5-point star on it. I got a picture of it, but it's on my phone.
But see, watch this. Now, if the Moorish flag has one single 5-pointed star on it, and everything is in threes, the flag that has the 3 stars on it is Tennessee.
Yeah.
Right? And if you look at that flag, if you look at the center of that flag and don't look at the stars, take your eyes and kind of look at the shape that's within those stars, and you'll see that it's shaped like a pyramid.
Which flag are we talking about?
Tennessee state flag.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah, because ancient Mecca is Chicago, ancient Cairo is Cairo, Illinois. The Mississippi River is the West Nile, hence the West Nile virus. Algiers is Louisiana. Tunis is Mississippi. Alhambra or Alabama is Tripoli. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli.
And Trump mentioned Tripoli in that meeting yesterday.
Talking about Alabama. Ancient Amsterdam is Harlem, New York. Ancient Palestine is Palestine, Texas.
Go back to that.
Go back to what?
The flag you just pulled up.
The Tennessee state flag.
Yeah.
It's images. Where are we? Come on. Okay, it's not.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. There
You go.
So you see that it's a red flag, just like the Moorish flag or the Morocco flag.
That's right.
But they're showing you the planet. They're showing you the planet. Okay.
Yep.
So and everything in threes, and inside of the stars, if you really look, it's shaped like a pyramid. You see that?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's why. That's
if you look at it, you see the top and the bottom of the pyramid.
Yes.
Together.
Yes. Pluto Nash.
Look at it. You see the top and the bottom, the top and the obverse,
Right. That's why they said the other day with that special election in Tennessee on Tuesday that Tennessee was the game changer for the rest of the world.
Yep.
All eyes on Tennessee. All eyes on Egypt.
Hence a Tupac song, All Eyes on Me.
Right.
And who was me? Me the more.
Oh.
Let's see if you break down Tupac. Two is TU. T is 21. T is 20 and U is 21. 41. Tupac.
Just like in Gematria, we were talking about the other day, in Gematria, Batman is Nasara and Robin is Gusara.
Wow.
In Gematria. So they've been telling us what was coming all along.
Let's see.
And if you look at the Batman, the cowl, all these are symbols. Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind.
Cow L. COWL.
Yes.
And I just said COW equal 41. King Gazelle. Cow L.
What's Superman's name?
Batman goes, right. And that whole
What's
Batman
Superman's father's name?
all the way back to ancient Egypt.
Yes. That's correct.
What is
Superman's name? Kal-El.
Kal-El, and he was from Krypton, and Krypton is in the state of Kentucky.
Yes.
And they got a big old giant
his father name was.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
His father name was Jor-El.
Jor-El.
This is deep. So
his power came from the sun.
Yes.
Our energy comes from the sun.
We are the extraterrestrials.
Come on.
The aliens are non-terrestrial.
Right.
We are the extraterrestrials. Extra energy from the sun.
They got a whole family tree. Look at his family tree. What, for Superman?
Superman's uncle had a daughter, and that's Supergirl.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the family.
Those are all L.
And all he's letting you know is they put it right in your face. They put it in your face.
Kim-El had a daughter, which was Supergirl.
But
Kim-El is Jor-El's brother.
Here's his family tree, the family name tree. Okay, this is wild. Serge L, Cam L, Jor L, Laura Van, Kyle L is Superman, Zor L, Allura Enzel, Enzen, Kara Zora L, his family tree on Earth. They have Kent names. What? And then the allies and his enemies. This is wild.
Yeah.
What's the point of doing all this? Like, why would you give cartoon characters or comic book
You
characters?
got to remember, they said the people who are aware at that time, the only way they could put out the information was to put it out in a cartoon, so that would hit our subconscious. Subconscious and activate.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
Okay. For instance, it was subliminal messages by the conscious ones who the only way to get the information out was through a cartoon, so that eventually our subconscious would click in like now, and we would awaken. Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. It's called subliminal subduction. They use it in advertising. Wow. They were using it to plant in our heads, like Stargate. Okay. How many times did Kurt O'Neill go into the sarcophagus and heal himself and come out alive when he was just about dead? That's the med bed. The sarcophagus on Stargate SG-1, that's the med bed.
But you know, they showed you that in X-Men Apocalypse. They showed you what the med bed looked like. When he was, getting all that energy transferred into him.
That's correct.
And he was inside of a pyramid.
Sister Belinda said
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, Sister Belinda said the movie, they made the movie, Superman movie in Cleveland, Ohio, part of Cleveland, Ohio. Can you break down Cleveland, Ohio? And I was born in Cleveland, Ohio. That's where my family members are. What's the significance of Cleveland, Ohio?
The nickname for Cleveland is the Promised Land.
That's right. Go, Chief. Go, Chief.
Yeah, nickname for Cleveland is the Promised Land.
I did not know that.
Yep. That's why that's why they had named the school there called the Promise.
What?
Yep.
What?
And it's right next to Lake Erie, right? Cleveland is right next to Lake Erie, and that's where they make Morton salt. And I just said the Moors are the salt of the earth.
Yep.
Wow.
Salt, signs, and symbols.
Yeah. Wow. And they have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there. Do that. Pull up the address for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio. Watch this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm about to get there.
Go there, big Sheik.
Go
there, Sheik.
It's about to get good. Pull up the image and the address.
Okay, let me see. I've got the address first. Okay, maybe I can do them together. I'm just going to bring up the address right quick. The address for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is 1100 Rock and Roll Boulevard, Main Terminal, Cleveland, Ohio, 44114.
Look at the zip code.
Look at the zip code.
Oh my God. I just went right over that.
441, which is the Jubilee, and 41 in reverse. Or you could say 11-4 if you want to, which is the date of the Treaty of Tripoli. And then everything in threes. Didn't I say 41 times 3 is what? 1, 2, 3. So it's 1023.
That's deep.
Right? Now pull up.
It's easy as you with me.
Yeah. Now pull up the image for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Pyramid.
Yep. They're telling you. And here's the thing: when all of those European rock and roll got inducted, before they said anything, they gave praise to all the blues artists first.
Yes.
Before they gave praise to anybody.
Because the foundation was our people.
That's correct.
And blues is the birthplace from Memphis. Memphis is Egypt.
That's right. Blues had a baby and they called it rock and roll.
Yeah.
You don't hear me.
Wow.
You don't hear me.
One time I looked up who owns downtown Cleveland. I guess y'all would never guess what I figured out because I'm from Cleveland. And I noticed that a lot of foreign mafia people own different places. Yeah. And I raised my kids in Louisville, Kentucky, and there was the PNC building there. The whole complex was shut down and taken over by the FBI because it was discovered that that PNC building were owned by mafia. I can't remember if it was Chinese mafia. I think it was the Chinese mafia, the CCP that owned that complex. So they shut them down. But when you look at who owns Cleveland, Ukrainian oligarchs.
Wow. But Dr. Kia,
Yes.
do you were born in Cleveland or raised in Cleveland?
I was born and raised in Cleveland.
Okay. Do you remember the county?
Cuyahoga. Cuyahoga.
Okay. Now you got it.
Yep.
Isn't that an indigenous name?
Absolutely.
Sure is.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they're putting it in your face. You just got to be able to open your eyes to see it and want to receive it. But it's in your face.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, people, all this stuff we're talking about, it's in my book.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, it's in the book. So if you want to be first in line to get the book when he publishes it, which will be spring of 2026, you can go ahead and send him an email to dejurelaw33@gmail.com, DEJURELAW33@gmail.com. And to support his work, feel free to send him a donation to Cash App, via Cash App, $ all rights reserved, $ ALLRIGHTSRESERVED. Also, somebody in the comments, Rich Pritch, keeps wanting us to know about precious metals. He knows I love me some precious metals. I love talking about it. I love the way they feel. He said this is a great time to buy precious metals because silver just dipped in the price. I saw you in the comment section. And if you are interested, family, in purchasing precious metals, you can contact my affiliate, Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company. The owner is Andy Sheckman. So send them an email to info@milesfranklin, info, INFO, @MILESFRANKLIN.com. Or you can call Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company at 952-929-7006 and let them know that Dr. Kia Pruitt referred you so that you can get the best prices in the industry. When you call or email Andy Sheckman or any of his representatives from Miles Franklin, please know that all of the brokers they know about geopolitics, what's going on in the global financial news, so they can answer your questions. They also can ship directly to your door, or they can have it held at FedEx or UPS, the UPS store, one of those places, so that only you can pick it up when you bring your ID. So again, silver, gold, those are precious metals. Gold is now the world reserve currency. That's what people aren't talking about, but we've been talking about over here for years, how it will become the world reserve currency. We know it is because central banks started accumulating gold in record numbers between 2020 and 2025. Central banks from all over the world accumulating gold. We also know that there's a new Basel compliancy, Basel III, that says all banks must be Basel III compliance, meaning one, this is something that all podcasters know, most of them that's in this space, that gold now has to be recognized as a tier 1 asset, meaning gold has to be recognized as money. But the second part that people don't talk about, maybe they didn't know, but we did break that to you, is that banks had to prepare to receive currencies. Banks had to make sure that they were ready for foreign currency exchanges. So they had to acknowledge gold as a tier 1 asset, and banks had to acknowledge foreign reserve notes and prepare to receive your currencies if you have them. The articles that I brought out in my podcast, and I'll republish that podcast, I put it out last year and again this year, is that banks met globally February 2024 to make sure they were ready for foreign currency exchanges. The articles state that banks have to have gold and foreign currencies or foreign reserve notes, also called tier 2 notes or tier 2 assets, because the banks need those 2 assets in order to keep the banks healthy against any type of financial collapse that we could foresee in the future. So if banks are preparing with gold and foreign currencies, maybe you need to have a family bank with silver and gold and foreign currencies. So I'll talk about that in another podcast because people keep asking me, what does this all have to do with today? And, you guys keep saying the indigenous people are the original people, or, everybody's been enslaved and all this stuff is going on in the world. What does all that mean for us? It means pay attention and use this news in order to make yourself prepared and in order to make sure you leave an inheritance for your children's children. The scripture says that a righteous man leaves, or a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, and the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. People focus on the wealth of the riches being stored up for the righteous because, hey, we can just sit back and wait for Executive Order 138.18 to come online. President Trump freeze all the assets of the wicked, and then at the right time, he release it. Well, that's nice and it's wonderful. But why don't we do something? Why don't we do the first part of that scripture? Be good, be wise, and leave an inheritance for your posterity, your children's children, your future generations. It's high time for us to use all this information that we're getting on this channel and do something for our family, for yourself first, your family, your tribe, and your community. And having said that, I'll turn it back over to you. First, you, Sheik Moadeb Bey, what do you say about this that I've just said? And then we'll turn it over to Sheik Jacob Bey to end us, to summarize and give us the conclusion. Chief Moadeb.
That's correct. That's correct, because just like, for example, I bought silver at $28 and now it's like almost $60 an ounce. And it's going to shoot up to about $1,500 once, the switch is flipped, and we're like about a day or two away from the switch being flipped. We're just that close.
Really?
Because I'm part of the GCR. I got lucky and was able to get my humanitarian project ready to be submitted to receive my funding for my it's a smart city with a music academy. Teach kids how to read, write, play music, arrange, produce, record, and market the music. Also in part of a smart city that's non-surveillance.
Okay.
See, and my project, I think I got 15 trillion. And they got these big bonds, boxes of bonds. You know what I mean? That they give for these humanitarian projects. So, it's real. I have to look up and be part of it, but it is real.
It's real.
Yep. So, get your humanitarian projects ready.
How can people contact you, Chief? Sheik, do you have a book?
Oh, no, I don't. I need to do one. I need to write one, really.
We're going to have to bring you on the show again because you did a phenomenal show several months ago that people really enjoyed. So we'll have to bring you back on. But if people want to follow you, where can they find you? Are you ready for the
Ice Code Records LLC at gmail.com.
Ice Code, ICE, spell code.
Oh, I'll put it in. Hold on.
Say it again. Can you put it in the chat, or they'll spell it out for me? And we have about
okay, there you go.
You put it in the chat. Family, we have about, okay, I don't see it yet.
Oh, I'm in the other chat. Hold on.
Okay.
I was on the other chat.
We got about 3 more minutes left. I just want to thank you all for being here. We're going to turn it over to the other Sheik in a minute. Thank you all for sharing your time with us. We can go longer if we need to, but to respect everybody's time, I'll try to keep it under 2 hours. But if y'all want to go, we can. You want to go longer? No, if you want to go on the mailing list for Sheik Jacob Bey's book, what is the name of it again?
The Copper King, The Transition in Power.
Then contact him at dejurelaw33@gmail.com, DEJURELAW33@gmail.com. To send him a gift, you can send him a Cash App to $ all rights reserved, $ ALLRIGHTS RESERVED. To contact Sheik Moadeb, Where's your Sheik? I don't see your. Did you put it here? Did you? Oh, here it is. Uh, to contact him, put your email, Sheik. And if you'd like to send him a contribution, Sheik Moadeb, who has come in, he came in to join in and chime in with Sheik Bay. You can send him a blessing to $ Bonnet Busy. I'm sorry, $T Bone T Busy 59. $TBonetBizzy 59. But I want to get back to you, Chief Jacob Bay, because you have shared so much light on all the rituals that have gone on behind the scenes. I want to give you can you in 1 or 2 minutes give us a summary or some parting words?
Well, I want to go back to what you said about the gold and the silver.
Okay.
The good reason for people to go ahead and get that gold, silver, and now copper. Get copper.
Mm-hmm. Copper.
And those are the three minerals of the Olympics: gold, silver, and bronze, which is really copper.
Yep, that's correct. The Olympics.
But, yeah, so you got to get those. And the good reason to have them is to do this, because what's happening is anything that has an old Caucasian man's face on it got to go.
Mm-hmm.
So that fiat all has to go. That's a thing of the past. Okay?
Okay.
That's why if you go to the grocery store now, it's no longer accepting cash. Okay. All that has to go. Now, if everything is going to go digital, you need to back yourself up by having gold and silver and copper in case somebody hacks into your system. Okay?
Yes.
Because it's going to be a lot of hackers out here. And they may deplete everything that you may have. I don't care if you got caught into the quantum financial system and you bought XRP or XLM or whatever it is. But what I would suggest to you is this: buy up foreign currency and convert it to gold and silver, as much of it as possible, and then have several accounts and put everything into a trust. That way, if somebody hacks into one, at least you got some backup. And then the gold and silver and copper that you have is your real backup.
I love that. You said go ahead.
No, go ahead.
You said everything with the Caucasian man's face is going away, and I don't think you're meaning to be racist. You're just saying because everything's going back to the original peoples.
Yeah.
Elon Musk put up something this morning that I thought was interesting. He said, if current trends continue, whites will all go from being a small minority of world population today to virtually extinct. If current trends continue, whites will go from being a small minority of world population today to virtually extinct. And then he showed.
That's why Trump.
Go ahead.
That's why Trump is giving that bonuses for people to start having babies.
What did we talk about earlier?
Yep, putting the trust up. Now the baby get grown, he got a trust waiting for him that he can hold up to. Plus, it's keeping them from being extinct also.
Well, the thing is, it's not going to work.
It's not.
It's just going to it may prolong it for a minute, but it's not going to work. Yep. The thing is that the reason why they've been adopting these so-called black babies and also marrying a lot of our sisters or whatever is because they know they have to assimilate to us now, and that the baby is the one that had the birthright. The baby has the birthright. That sister has the birthright. So they have to assimilate to us. And this is not racist. This is just what it is. So if y'all always wonder why all of a sudden they're adopting all these melanated children, don't be angry. They just trying to survive. Trying to have a right to stay on this land.
And that was my response to Elon Musk. I retweeted what he said. And I said, first of all, white is not a status, because he said if the trend continues, whites, I said white is a status. And he said if the trend continues, whites will go from being a small minority of world population. I said white isn't a status. I mean, white is a status, not an ethnicity. I wanted to put that point out because we keep calling people black and white. White is a status.
No. That's why I kept saying so-called. I never said what they are. Yeah,
No, I agree.
and the last thing too. I don't know because you said you don't watch any TV, but the last season of when they brought back the show Roseanne
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
with Roseanne Barr, they were showing you then that now they added to their family a little sister, a little child that was
Wow.
a so-called black girl, because they knew that
Yep.
they had to assimilate towards the family. They were putting that in TV, so you know what this is. And when you see people like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt with
Yes,
all those
adoption.
melanated children, that's what that is about, because the children are the ones with the birthright.
I said, if we're speaking of Caucasians, recessive genetics, yes, they've always been a minority. Original people were dark. All people came from the dark people, those with the dominant genes, and they were mixed with other DNA as well. But the sun purges recessives to survive, make babies with dominant genetics. And people keep saying the sun is getting hotter. There's a second sun, there's a third sun. It's literally purging the planet. And the sun, Mother Nature is really doing a job, So in order to survive, heck, I even told my kids, some of them are a little lighter, like y'all go get y'all some little dark skinned complected wives.
Right.
So our genetics can survive. I'm not playing. Or get something, make sure that the people that you mate with, but it really doesn't matter, but make sure they have genetics that will survive. I don't know if y'all remember, but I do. You guys may be my age or a little older, but there used to be a time you had to take a blood test to get married to make sure that your blood was compatible with your partner. Do y'all remember that?
I don't remember all that.
Oh yeah, sounds like a bunch of racism to me, T-Bone said. Sorry, I never followed this channel. Well, T-Bone, I don't know what is racism. I don't think it's racist. Look, Elon Musk said it. Elon Musk, I showed you the post. And it used to be a time where you had a lot of people on YouTube that would say, people that are Caucasian, like, we need to do what we can to survive. I don't know if y'all watch I have a son used to watch those shows. We need to do what we need to do to survive, because certain genetics are not the women aren't making the babies. The genetics aren't surviving. It's recessive genetics. This is biology, recessive genetics. And then you have dominant genetics. If you want to survive, you have to mix with the dominant people or not. But
right.
It's really a beautiful thing, because as Sheik Jacob Bay told me today, that would end racism.
Yep.
Everybody making love, making babies, everybody on the planet brown, that's going to end this whole racism.
It's going to end racism. And when they have this Nasera Jacera and people can tap into their birth certificate bonds, then everybody is on the equal playing field, where everyone is a millionaire, and you get rid of the crime, because you don't have no need to steal from somebody, because you are able to afford it yourself. Now, T-Bone, hey man, I don't know you, don't really matter, but I want to embrace your comment, because of the fact that you have to realize that if you're upset with our people waking up, that's one thing. And I get that, because some people don't want us to wake up. And that's what this whole chat is about. This platform is about, is to wake up those who've been asleep, right?
Yeah.
And then if you're upset that we're telling the truth is the truth. And the one thing about a lie, the lie always changes. You know that. That's why they call us Negro, Black, Colored, and African American, to keep you from knowing the truth, right? But the truth never changes. So hey, man, get over the truth, and we want to encourage you, man, to just embrace what it is, because I'm telling you something, it's never going back to what it was. So either you need to figure out a way to join us in a world of love, in a world of peace, in a world of truth, freedom, and justice. That's a choice that you have. But it's never going back to what it was, which is the opposite of that, which is hate, which is lies, which is slavery, which is injustice, which, you know what I'm saying? It's never going back to none of that, and it's never going back to war. Because the opposite of peace is war. It's never going back to that. That's why Trump had that big old thing where they had the peace treaty, and they said there's going to be peace on the earth for 1,000 years, and that's why not Trump, but Pope Leo the 14th signed that thing the other day on November the 30th, 11:30. 11 and 30 is 41. He signed that peace will reign. He signed that on November the 30th. So, hey, whatever your mindset is, brother, you just got to understand that we're not going to change where we are trying to wake ourselves up. We're not going to change that. And hey, choose to follow who you want to follow. But you got to fall in line with what God wants for his people and for what he wants for humanity.
Yeah, and somebody said, and people that bring up race are racist. That's what they found. But I'm only showing you what Elon Musk said. My son is an economist, and he told me, he said, Mom, people focus on racism as if it has to do with color. He said in economics, they teach you what the word etymology of words and what things are really about. And as an economist, we were taught in the School of Business that race is really about a race to resources. So people, he said, need to stop talking about, oh, I'm a slave, and set yourself up so you can have resources for your family and your lineage. So I thought that was profound.
And what is Elon Musk? If you break down his name, I'm not going to do it numerically, but we're going to break it down. It's El-Mu. El-Mu. Elon Musk. El-Mu. Wake up. That's why he's so relevant.
E-L, right. E-L and Elon and Mu, M-U-S. What?
Right.
What?
And if you change, and if you change the U with the O and put El-Mo, and El-Mo was red, and El-Mo debuted 41 years ago.
Elmo. Wow.
El-Mo. They were telling you.
Elmo. Yeah, that little whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me see if I can. I remember when he came out, that dog, when that Elmo dog came out, what people were going crazy.
Everybody had to get it because those who knew, right? And you remember that Bugs Bunny cartoon where they had Marvin the Martian? You can pull him up, Marvin the Martian.
Okay, that's Elmo right there.
That's it, Elmo. Yeah.
Marvin the Martian.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Show him.
What in the world? Hold on, let me bring him up. This is him?
What color he wearing?
Red and green.
Right?
That's right.
Right? And he was melanated, and he always would have that flag, which kind of looked like a Moroccan flag.
Wow. Interesting.
They put it right in your face.
This is deep. Any final questions, family? Who is this? This is Star says Elmer Fudd was also in a cartoon.
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd. I didn't watch cartoons. My sister
just
did.
like Elmo, his creator was a Moor, a black man. Moor.
See? Come on. Iron sharpens iron, don't it?
Yep, Elmo's creator is a Moor. That voice was a black man also.
See, I'm going to tell you, Dr. Kidd, this platform right here is teaching people some real truth.
Okay.
Yes.
Because we coming together and he's bringing it, I'm bringing it, you bringing it, we bringing it.
Amen.
And what's so great is, like I said, anybody can cross-reference what we're saying.
That's correct.
Granville Hopkins says Moo Pets. I haven't heard of Moo Pets.
Muppets. He's saying Muppets.
Oh, Muppets.
Yep.
See, the thing about the Egyptian word Mu,
wow.
Moo, if you think of the word mummy, right? If you think about the word museum, right? It's moo it's moo at the beginning and it's moo at the end. Museum.
Museum, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe says, who is this? Joe Orgon Bubbles said Elroy Jetson. Was that from the Jetsons? The
Yeah.
cartoon?
He's
Elroy.
telling you.
Ah, wow. Elmo's voice is a blackamoor, a blackmore. Moadeb, Sheik Moadeb said, "This is deep."
Yeah.
The temperature here in Baltimore is 41 degrees. That's what
That's
Baltimore.
right.
Hey, who put that
Come
up?
on.
Amelia. Hey,
Amelia.
Amelia, I want you to put in the chat because you know better than anybody else. What's the area code for Baltimore? Put it in the chat. Watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all.
Was it 202?
No, let her do it. Let her do it.
Okay.
She knows. Did she do it yet?
Come on through, sis.
We waiting on you. There you go. 41.
Yep.
410. What?
41.
Baltimore.
Just like
the Moors are kings.
Baltimore. Okay, more.
Okay. Let's take it further. 88222141.
What's that? 882. What's that?
Oh, Jacob know what it is.
He about to break it down. Go ahead.
Okay. What CMA did was they tried to get him to defect and go with the Dirty Moors, who was like Elijah Poole Bay and all the rest of them, and some other ones that broke away. But he said, no, I'm gonna stay true. And he stayed true to real Masonic knowledge and power. He filed it at the Library of Congress. See, that matches up with what Drew Ali did when he filed the deed for this land in express trust in Cook County Recorder of Deeds under 1010-5905 in the trust section. Only trusts are there. So that coincides with what he did. And it's in the Library of Congress, but in 2015, we took it out. We took the after 911, we took the Zodiac Constitution out of the Library of Congress and put it into a Bavarian trust. And then once everything settled back down, everything fell back in place. We took it out and put it back in the Library of Congress, and they hid it. You have to go back and watch the Sears Sunday School lesson number 8. He tells you exactly where to find it at. They hid it now, so you can't find it under Divine Providence or something like that. Notice Divine Providence. So you're talking about the land, talking about our nationality, our heritage.
CM Bay recorded those documents in Cook County, and it was 222 AA 141.
Yep. Then he filed it at the Library of Congress, and that solidified it.
That's right.
So that locked everything in.
And as I was telling you the other day, Cook County is the same place where Emmett Till and Noble Drew Ali are buried in the same cemetery.
Now check this out. I was born right near there, 6429 Ellis. Right near we used to go climb over there and get gardener stakes and chase the girls with them, and try to get some coochie.
You seem like somebody who would have done something like that.
Lord.
It was just fun. We were kids. You know.
I know, man, but damn. That's funny.
Well, yeah, we used to climb over into the graveyard there on where they're buried at. Also, Harold Washington is buried there. Now, let me tell you a story about Harold Washington. My mom And Harold Washington and Red Fox all went to a boarding school called St. Benedict in Milwaukee. And they used to beat the boys. My mom used to beat the boys up and make them leave Harold alone. They used to pick on him. And then he ended up being mayor of Chicago. And everything they doing to Trump, they did the exact same thing to Harold. Exactly.
Mm.
He did what he was supposed to do. Now, see those connections? This is all metaphysical.
Mm.
Hey, someone asked.
Me and Rod Hayes and others, we got him Harold elected to 2 terms.
Mm.
Someone asked in the chat, what's the 411? Can I explain that real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. When Martin Luther King did his march on Montgomery, he went straight down Highway 411. And 411 takes you all the way to the Smoky Mountains of Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Mm.
Okay. And when you get to one of the highest points in Gatlinburg, you can see 7 states, right? And you can see all the way out towards, the west and everything else, right? So
yes,
Martin Luther King said, I've been to the mountaintop. So 411 means the mountaintop. And I've seen the promised land. All right. So I've been to the mountaintop and I was able to see the promised land. Mm-hmm. I may not get there with you, but one day we'll get to the promised land. So as far he was able to make it all the way down, because 411 takes you down I-40. And I told you 40 is a trial period. You had, like I said, you had 40 years with Jesus, 40 years with Moses, 40 days with Jesus, 40 years with Moses, and 40 days, 40 nights with Noah. Right? So now the trial period, there was 40 years between the death of Martin Luther King and the rise of Barack Obama.
Mm.
Right? 68 to 2008 when he was elected by the people as president or selected, either one, selected or elected, the rise of Barack Obama. Now, so he made it all the way down to Memphis, right? And that's when he's seen the promised land, which is on the other side of the Mississippi River, which is the Nile. And the other side is West Egypt. So I may not get there with you, but one day we'll get to the promised land.
That's right.
Right? And that's what the promise is. The promise is to have Area 51. So when you get on the other side of the Mississippi River, or the Nile River, it's Area 51 as in Arkansas, which is area code 501 as in Area 51.
Mm.
And if you look at Highway Route 51, it takes you up and down the Mississippi River.
That's right. That's correct.
And when Mary J. Blige said her first album was called "What's the 411," she's really saying "What's the mountaintop?" Because once we reach into the mountaintop, once we get beyond the other side of the mountain, we're going into a world of what? Real love.
Wow.
Real love.
Now, let's go to what Erykah Badu said. She said, I was born underwater with $3.06.
I always wondered what she was talking about.
The water is the amniotic fluid. The $3.06 is the 360 degrees of knowledge you receive from your mother's mitochondria DNA. But you don't pass because you don't know the math.
Oh.
That's what she meant by I was born underwater with $3.06. Oh, but you don't pass because you did not do the math. And that's what we're doing. We're doing the math.
Mm.
Yeah.
This is a metaphysical cipher.
Woo! Glory, hallelujah.
Mm. And it's God's language, numbers.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Well, just like the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
She made a copper, which represents the copper tone people of Amir, the copper tone people, Ka, the land. She has the circle 7 on her head, represent love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and the science of the womb, north, east, west, and south. Now, copper, when the copper oxidizes, turns green. Green is alchemical for Venus. Venus represents the black or more woman. She sits at a 70-degree angle facing New Jerusalem or New Jersey. She used to supply etheric electricity to New Jersey and New York City before the Great Reset.
Yes.
Also, that also matches up with the Constitution for the United States of America, North American Republic, with its 7 articles that govern the Trinity, which represents the pyramid of the executive, legislative, and judicial branches, built off principles of 7. 7 seas, 7 continents, 7 colors, 7 cardinal colors, 7 sins, 7 stages of development in the womb, then birth. From 1 to 7 is the age of reason. From 7 to 14 is the age of puberty. From 14 to 21 is the age of maturity. That's when the grand architects of the universe, she divided her 28-day cycle into 4 equal parts of 7, creating a year, a month, a week, and a day. And that's all under the Julian calendar of 13 months. Matches up with the 28-day cycle of the woman and the 28-day cycle of the moon.
And 7 is completion.
Yes, sir. Like WABN, the form, that was created for us. Right. Arabic reads from right to left. WABN, Ben Benjamin. 8 means number completion. Well, it's an infinity or first. Benjamin, first son of Allah. The W represents Allah. W-A-Ben, Benjamin, first son of Allah. That's the W-A-Ben. It was created for us because of what Drew Ali did. That's not for them. That's for us. That's when I use a W-A-Ben, I use the old one that's got the English writing on it at the head.
Where can people? Somebody wants your email. Who's this speaking? That's Code One Film, also known as Sheik. Code One Film here, also known as Sheik Moadeb. Babe, can you put your email in the chat? And they want your email, and they also would like to have a way to send you a gift as well.
Okay, hold on. Let me I messed the spelling up.
There was a question. He's going to put that here. Let's see. Thank you, Tribe, for still being here, Soul Tribe, and enjoying the conversation. Yeah, they're asking for your email. So Code One Film is here, family. He's joining the conversation with Sheik Jacob Bey. He is the one who had now, I don't know how you say it, crowned or given or blessed the Brother Jacob Bey with the title Sheik. So we give honors to him. Sheik Moadeb Bey says if you want to email him, where's the email? We don't see the email, Sheik. I see it.
He put it up.
Ice Cold Records LLC@gmail.com.
Well, I don't see that. Okay, I see
where Cash App is Cash App with $ T-Bone T Busy 59.
Okay, I see that.
Like I was born in Cook County Hospital on January 9th, 1959. Now break that down, Jacob.
Maybe it's the wrong chat. For
February 19th?
January 9th, 1959, Cook County Hospital.
Oh, wow. 11. 59, that's 70. And 19. How you doing your 1959?
I just do 59.
You just do 59.
Like
okay, that's why I was asking you. So that's 11.
Like that.
That's 70. That's 70.
Numeral alpha numeral.
Yeah, I know 11 plus 59 is 70. And 70 is a reset, and that's completion.
Remember, the Statue of Liberty sits at a 70-degree angle facing New Jerusalem. Come on now.
Oh, you said January. I thought you said February.
Nope, January.
Oh, okay. That's 69. 69 is a reversal, brother.
Yes.
You know, you're a reversal of energy.
Yes.
That's pretty
It's
deep.
either build or destroy.
Right.
See? And I build. I don't destroy.
Glory.
So that's the path I take.
Beautiful. People want to know About the Amish, they said that they take our identity. Where you finna? I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Were you finna, you guys?
No,
Go ahead.
they don't take our identity. You got to remember, the Amish were the black Germans. They came over in the 1800s, and Benjamin Franklin wrote a letter to the president and said, "You got to stop letting these black Germanics come in here before they take over."
What?
They're not they're just Moors. You see them out there, they be just as dark as anybody else. Trust me. And I was saying this in a station. A guy was talking about them. I said, "Listen, man," I broke it down for him, and then the Amish guy just looked at me and smiled because I was right. They're the black Germanics that came over in the 1800s,
and most of them populated in 2 states, Pennsylvania and Ohio. Yep. Pennsylvania's the home to the Moorish government, and Ohio is also the promised land. So I mean, they knew.
They knew. Be your perfect example. What was I getting ready to say? Just like I got cousins in Amsterdam. You know, Carlos Burgos. You know, that's my cousin over in Amsterdam, and his 2 sisters. They stay Fosline 6 in Amstelveen. So that's my Dutch heritage over there. That came from over there to here. And he's dark and his 2 sisters are light. And both of them mom and dad are dark.
But see, you know, a lot of them also went through the Allegheny Mountains and went all the way down south into the mountains of Kentucky. And that's where you had a lot of the Mulungians. And as you can hear, what's the first 2 letters in Mulungan?
MU.
As in Mu.
That's correct. As
in mulatto. As in the Washita Moors. They letting you know.
Washita, D.C., not Washington. Yes. Washington is the translation from Washita.
That's right. That's why you got Washington. That's why you got Washington Boulevard going right through Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They took over our identity.
So Washita, who are the Washita? What?
The oldest indigenous people on the planet.
Cherokee L, Choctaw Bay, Seminole Day, Creek Muskogee Al, and the Chickasaw Ali. 5 tribes of Washita under the Constitution for the United States of America, which used to be the Iroquois Constitution.
He's so right.
Somebody had asked, and they keep asking, so I'm going to honor your question. Apologize for not answering sooner. How can you trace your tribal lineage? How do you know which tribe you come from?
There is some people out here. I can't think of their names right now, but they do, and they'll take you right back to your tribe. They're on YouTube too, and I can't think of their name for the sake of me. Goodness gracious!
But see, something I would try to do, just me, I would try to get if you have a grandmother or a great grandmother that's still alive, get to them as soon as possible because they still may have that family Bible.
Oh,
right.
All my family did. My grandma's from Princeton, Kentucky. She's from Threets. Her name was Jemima Threets.
Jemima.
But get that family Bible because that family Bible is going to put you on that path. And then once you do that, then you can go to the Department of Archives in your state.
Yep.
And then you can pull up certain names and do the research yourself and trace whatever you need to trace. And you can get back pretty far doing that.
Joe Brown said land patents. Land patents.
Well, what you do if you go get land, you do the survey under a DC meridian. You find the original land patent for the meets and bounds. You attach it to a quit claim, claiming everything on top and everything 5 miles down, along with that land patent, and you file it to county recorder. And they go file it at the county assessors. Boom, but that land is yours. And stop charging you tax. Also, you can take your passport card down to the county assessor and tell them to take your property off the tax books, and they'll do it. your passport card. Because see, that number is your savings account. You got 3 sixes. The zip code, that's 1 6.
Okay.
The social is the second 6. The third 6 is the passport number. Now, those 3 sixes are about to turn to 9s and go down and pull up the wealth. And that goes back to the circle 7 when he talked about Jesus was telling the people that my brother, man, heaven is not a place that meets and bounds. It's not a place to travel. It's a state of mind. He said, Allah did not make a heaven for man or hell. Men are created to create their own. So stop looking for a heaven in the sky deep down inside. They told a parable about a guy who was barely feeding his family off the farm. And then a miner came by and said, brother, if you dig down deep, man, you pull up those riches, man, and you'll be able to feed your family for the rest of your life, and you would live in a whole better life. That's the 3 sixes going to 9s, pulling up the wealth. And that goes to Queen Peacock 999, Rodriguez Trust. It all links in.
You remember what I told you about Herman Cain, who was over the First Federal Reserve in Kansas? He said, I got plan 999. Yeah, he was a Morehouse man.
Because see, the code they're using to lock them out is the code from 1776, the original code from when we were taking tariffs. That code is being used right now, and they're all locked out. The code from 1776 from the Republic. Because remember, tariffs, we were the richest country in the world under Jackson. He the one fought against the Federal Reserve coming in because he knew what was going to happen. As soon as the Federal Reserve took over, we went from being rich to being debt slaves. Jesus said, forgive us our debts as we forgive us our debtors. So that means sin is debt. He forgave all our debt. So the government has us paying off their debt, making us live in sin.
Someone just sent me a message saying that they sent me an email, and I looked up the email, and it's talking about the super moon. Do you all have any information on the super moon? Because I believe the super moon is today. Yeah, that's what you're telling me.
It's tonight. It's the third one tonight.
Tonight. What should we know about that, Chief Bay?
Today means freedom. 12/4 means
that's
freedom.
Right. So that means sometime today or tomorrow you're gonna flip that switch.
Yeah.
Wow. Tonight. Oh my God. Wow.
It's probably gonna happen right at midnight.
Okay.
And then everything changes to the real money.
Yep.
The real money is silver. That's gonna be the one taking over. Gold and silver, but the
silver gonna shoot up about $1,500 an ounce or more.
And when they saying it's going to be a big surge in copper, they're really talking about the copper colored people.
That's right.
Because the copper colored
people, the land, America.
Right. But we're going to become the creditors, no longer debtors, but the creditors. Right. That's why they took the penny away from the United States government, because we don't belong to the United States. We belong to America.
Thank you. Go ahead, Jacob.
So to buy precious metals, contact our affiliate, Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company at 952-929-7006, 952-929-7006, or send an email to info@milesfranklin.com and let them know that Dr. Kia Pruitt referred you. Another way you can get precious metals is just by Googling metals near me or coin company near me. Now, they have to put a higher premium or a higher price on their gold and silver. So there's a spot price, there's the market price for silver and gold, the asking price of silver and gold, which is the same across the board. Then there's a premium, and that's the price on top of that. It used to deal with taxes, but taxes now, they're not taxing silver and gold in most states, but also the premium, the cost of doing business, that's above the spot price. So you can go to your local coin dealer, just Google it, coin shop near me, coin dealer near me, and ask them what type of silver they have. what type of gold they have. If they have gold backs or gold RM notes, which is 24 karat gold pressed onto a note, and those are now legitimized and legal as legal tender in most states. You can use gold RM notes, gold backs, 24 karat gold pressed onto a note to buy local goods and services. They haven't told you that yet. We've been talking about that for a long time. So they have gold backs now in some of those coin shops. They have silver. They also have constitutional silver or junk silver. Junk silver is silver that was minted before 1964. And they have bars, rounds, and other type of things. They have numismatics or some type of collectibles at your local coin shop. Again, it's going to be more expensive, though, when you buy locally. But the good part of that is that you can take it in your possession home with you on the day. And you can build relationships with the coin dealers and merchants in your community, which is very important. If you want a lower price, especially if you're getting more than a couple pieces of silver, gold, or copper, you want to contact our affiliate, Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company, because Andy Sheckman has been on the show many times talking to us about, what's going on in gold and silver. He's confirmed a lot of things that I was saying that got me deleted got my channels deleted, probably because there wasn't time for people to know about gold and silver. But we've been talking about this for years. Andy Sheckman came on my show and I asked him, is it true that people are dropping the dollar and going to silver and gold for money? Is it true that BRICS is growing? I brought him on the show like 2 or 3 years ago. And he said, yeah. He said, yeah, the BRICS coalition, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa has so many members now. This was in like 2 or 3 years ago. So many members now, he said, that, and like, I think it was 2022, 2023, 85% of the global population family had joined BRICS, meaning they stopped trading with the dollar and then started using silver and gold and their own currencies backed by silver and gold. So get you some silver and gold, okay, from Miles Franklin, 952-929-7006, or send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. And for those of you, okay, who are sending me a Cash App blessing, thank you. It is, my Cash App is $13, $MAKIA 13. If you want to get the book that Sheik Jacob Bey is publishing, send him an email at dejourlaw33@gmail.com. If you decide to send him a blessing, a Cash App blessing, you can send that or support his work to all rights reserved. We also have another Sheik on, Code 1 Film, Sheik Moadeb Bey, who will be back on to drop more knowledge and information. His Cash App is $, what is it? What is your Cash App, Code 1?
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I got you.
He'll put it in the chat, and he's going to put his email there too. So family, and I'll bring it up. I really, really enjoyed this podcast. We've been on for almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. I've enjoyed the conversation. I've enjoyed you all being here, asking questions, sharing your knowledge in the chat. We'll do another. Okay, you said maybe you can come on tonight. We will do another podcast with our sheiks, and we'll do another podcast on foreign currencies. Okay, for those of you who are interested in foreign currencies, and we'll talk more about precious metals, because that is a good way for you, if you have precious metals, to start your own family bank. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. I love you all so much. We've already had final words from our guests. Thank you, Sheik Moadeb Bey. We'll have you back on soon. I don't know if I can do it tonight because I have my grandchildren tonight, but this weekend, if you're available. Sheik Jacob Bey.
Okay, is, like a winner.
Say it again.
No problem.
Okay. Sheik Jacob Bey, you are our resident researcher and code detector, ritual decoder, et cetera, et cetera. The two of you together with Chief Mac and Chief Rod Hayes, and I see her the Duke of Tears, and gentleman Douglas Lloyd L. We're going to bring him back in from Moors in America. And all of you, Gold Star Mother Susan Price, who is the mother of the Patriot community will come back on as well. And there's so many of you. We have people from all over the world that we are inviting on the show to wake the people up. Thank you, family. I enjoyed you all. I enjoyed you too, Sheiks. I love you. Have a great day. Go out and make this a great day. You've heard from Sheik Moadeb Bey and Sheik Jacob Bey, and I'm Dr. Kia Pruitt. I trust that we've said something to raise your vibrations and inspire you to create the most amazing, magnificent life that you desire and deserve. Bye-bye, Soul Tribe. Go out and make this a great day. Peace. Family, if you are interested in joining our private membership group, I'm going to put that up here for you, and I'll also put it in the chat where we talk about foreign investments, how to get your family right for the new golden age, how to create, generate, and save and store up wealth for your family and your tribe and your posterity. I'll put that link in the description. Peace, family.
Raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day. Through her channel, knowledge flows, breaking chains that hold us close, teaching paths to abundance and wealth, guiding others to free themselves. Soul Tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day. From currencies to investments divine, she's helping her tribe to realign with wisdom, ancient and new, showing what we all can do. Soul Tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day. Soul Tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia lights the way to a new and brighter day.
All right, Soul Tribe. I appreciate you all so much. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night, family. The super moon. Remember what our guest said? Chief Moadeb said, and Chief Jacob Bey is the super moon. So you go ahead and rewind the video, see what you wanted. They said the switch gets flipped tonight. Welcome to the new golden age where we'll receive sovereignty, peace, and prosperity. How about so? I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye-bye.